Good day everyone, I am Vigneshan, son of Subramaniam from FOSCAN. My final year project title is an EMF exposure level at UTM KL under the supervision of Professor Dr. Jeffrey Bindin. This project focuses on measuring EMF exposure level at UTM KL and to ensure the EMF level is within the allowable limit. 3 locations was chosen. Firstly, a room from WCC KL was chosen as the indoor location with the visible of base station from the window. Then, for outdoor location, a spot from field was chosen with the visible of base station. And lastly, the rooftop of block V in UTM KL near the base station was chosen as the rooftop measuring spot. The hardware I used throughout this project is Broadband Field using Narda NBM-550, where the red circle from the picture shows me setting up the hardware. The result was taken within the total time of 30 minutes with the 6 minute of time interval, which conclude into 5 readings for every location. And then 900 MHz was set as ideal frequency due to its prior use in 2G and 3G networks. The height of the measuring tools stand was set at 1.5 meter because it is a normal height of a human. Moreover, we have successfully obtained the result for every location using the hardware mentioned earlier. The table shows the indoor EMF exposure reading at UTM KL. As you can see the table, it consists the maximum, average and minimum E field value, and the percentage ratio of average over the exposure limit was calculated using the formula at the right hand side. The red circle shows the highest value of the ratio where it's still below the exposure limit. Same goes for the outdoor EMF exposure reading at UTM KL, and then the table for the rooftop EMF exposure reading at UTM KL. Next, the software I used throughout the project is standard Narda PC software called NBM-TS. From the picture, it shows that I have connected the hardware to obtain the readings from it. This is because simulation of graph for every location was simulated from the software. From this graph, purple line is maximum value of E field, blue line is minimum value of E field, and then black line is the average value of E field. The red line is represented as safety limit line set by ICNIRP organization. This is the graph for indoor exposure level at UTM KL, and then same goes for the graph of outdoor EMF exposure at UTM KL, and followed by the graph. This is the graph for rooftop EMF exposure level at UTM KL. Then heat map analysis was constructed with the result we have, where the base station is red in circle due to the highest reading of the radiation, and the yellow color was plotted at WCC room due to the EMF exposure level higher than the exposure level at field, which was plotted with yellowish green due to the small difference of exposure level with WCC room. Few literatures has been reviewed and referred to identify the ICNIRP safety limit value, which is 41 watt per meter as shown in the table and shown in the graph where the red circle is plotted. For conclusion, we can conclude that the EMF exposure level measured at UTM KL is within the required exposure limit based on the guidelines set by the International Commission on Non-Ionizing Radiation Protection, ICNIRP organization. And thank you. This is my demonstration video.